This is Tom Franklin with Triangle IP, and the question we have this week are, what are some of the resources that are freely available online to support my in-house patent team? So I can talk about what I use on a regular basis, because I'm doing what you would do in-house for different clients. So first and foremost, there's government resources. So the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office has a new service. It used to have public payer, but what's much better now is Patent Center. So just search for Patent Center. We're going to put all the links down below if you look at the notes for this video. So if you go to Patent Center, it has a much better interface. You can search for any patent application that's been published and get all the information, the transactions that's gone back and forth on your patent application, who the examiner is, all that sort of stuff. So demographic information and what's going on in kind of this electronic file. In Europe, they have an equivalent sort of thing. So WIPO is the organization that has that, and it's called Patentscope. And that gives you information, for international patent applications, PCT patent applications, and different nationalizations from that in different offices. That has a pretty good database. That'll give you some family trees and stuff like that. So that's a good place to start, especially if you're thinking about whether there's international rights going on. And that'll also give you some information about what the back and forth with the examiners are. A lot of countries today have electronic interfaces to their patents. So Japan, China, India, almost everybody has some form of electronic access to things. It may not be in the language you want, but it's always a good place to go. Sometimes there's searching difficulties if you can't understand the GUI. But nonetheless, most patent offices have things online. You can pull it up online. Certainly for the major countries that do a lot of patent filing, that's almost universally true that they have some sort of access online. But I'm going to the U.S. Patent Office all the time, that information. If I'm doing searching, Google Patents, it has an interface. The nice thing about it is you can find a particular reference that's pretty close, and then you can say find more like this, and it'll take that reference and kind of search for ones that are similar. So you can kind of poke around and find prior art that's relevant to you. A new tool that's just came online, it's called PQAI is the acronym, but it's an open sourced AI platform that allows you to do searching. And I believe you can even use it to do searching within your enterprise. So say you have a particular database, you can get access to that code and do searches within that. So you might have something, your own prior patents or something like that, or technical articles that are within your enterprise, and you can do some searching on that. And that tool holds the promise of a much broader world of AI searching for different things. Google also has access to certain technical papers too, so that's good. Sometimes the patent databases aren't the best place to find prior art. It's something that's going to be found more in the literature. So you can do that, or certainly all the paid databases that are available out there. For downloading patents, Google Patents provides them for download, so does the WIPO site. The U.S. Patent Office doesn't provide them as easily for download. Free Patents Online is somewhere that you can get a PDF of a patent application pretty easily. That's a free site to use. There are resources as an information, like if you're looking for something on a particular topic, just search it in your favorite search engine. Most law firms and vendors and stakeholder groups are publishing articles all the time. So today, most of that is online. So if you're looking at a particular topic, no matter how obscure, people have generally written up something on that. Another good resource is the MPEP. It's the Manual for Patent. I'm not sure exactly what the acronym stands for, but it's the manual that the examiners use when they're interfacing with you. So it has their stock paragraphs, it tells them how to go about giving different rejections. It lists the CFR, the rules that support the interpretations that are in the MPEP. So reading through that, you can often get a great idea of what sort of form you're supposed to use or whatever for your particular situation. And you'll see that the Patent Office, U.S. Patent Office, often cites to the MPEP when they're giving rejections. So reading that, especially if you're doing a petition for the first time or you're trying to interpret something for the first time, that's available online at the Patent Office. They have a good index. So you look at the index, you look at the section, and you read it through, and you can see what the examiner was thinking as they were putting it together. And often, flipping that around, it gives you the answer on how to deal with a particular issue. Another thing is, I'll plug my own tool, Triangle IP. We provide a way to kind of organize your patent mining. So a really simple capture form with a pipeline, kind of a workflow pipeline as the things get captured and approved and drafted and then ultimately filed. And in the free version also, we now have access to scraping things that are available at the Patent Office. So for a particular case that's published or otherwise publicly available, you can get a lot of the information without having to go to the Patent Office. If you choose to get the paid version, your patent prosecutor will enter in their credentials so that you can scrape even the private information and get that in real time. So you can look at your portfolio after you've gone through and kind of captured the idea and gone through filing it, and you get a bunch of other statistics and so forth. But that's all in the paid version. But you can certainly try it out and organize things and get a lot of value from the freemium version. So in the comments down below, you're going to see all the links to that stuff. There are many, many resources out there, and there are many people that have freemium versions like we do of their tool, a lot of different search tools and so forth. And just come up with something that works for you, right? Different interfaces work better or worse. There are paid tools for everything, but you can get through a lot by using the resources that are provided by the national patent offices, the Google search tools, and then some of these other resources that I've mentioned. And you can do most things unless you're really got a complex portfolio or you're doing a lot of the work internally. That should get most in-house departments through what they need to do. Only the largest companies will invest in really sophisticated software to track things more discreetly or provide docketing software. So with that, I hope I've answered your question. If you have further questions, put them in the comments below, and of course, like and subscribe so you can get notified the next time I release a video. Thank you.